Hi, everybody. I hope you're well. Today, prep2grow is very excited to show you our new web-based application for stock recommendations, unusual option activity, and just general scanning of the stock market. So this is what our beta users are going to see starting next week. And so thank you for all that signed up for it. All beta users will have access to our active trader, which essentially means they get all recommendations for every single day. And they'll be able to really use this at no cost for the active trader. So we're thankful for everybody that signed up and hoping for some great feedback from you all. So just to kind of go through what this is and how much different it is from what we do today. So I think everybody coming in to prep2grow, the first thing we ask is fill out your preferences. So traditionally we use preferences to kind of balance out our recommendations. So make sure we're getting everybody the right mix of cost and the types of trades. So with this application, you'll be able to tailor it to everything you need individualized. So no more having to say, okay, this one's too high for me, this one's too low for me. Based on your preferences, we make it explicit to what your wants are. So what trading platform you're on, this drives the learning that we have embedded as part of this application. So it'll tell you how to trade on TD Ameritrade using our option recommendations. This will tell just how many trades per week you make. I'm going to go 10 plus. This will say how long do you want to hold on duration. So down to, a couple days to 12 months. It also asks what your risk level tolerances are. I'm going to have all of them because I want to see all of them. This also talks about cost per trade. So down to $5, and this is total cost. So, a contract maybe $5, but the option price maybe 5 cents to 2,000 plus for all those folks that love to buy Tesla and the rest of them that are extremely expensive. So I'm gonna save my preferences here. And so what this does is just creates a personalized profile for you, and any recommendation that matches those preferences plus your subscription plan will be surfaced up to you. So first thing that you'll see when you come into the site or next is just the curated recommendations. So these are things that have a high chance of success, meaning has a mild risk, as well as it fits the prep2grow strategy. So today there's about 5 that meet my risk and preferences. We actually bought Pluralsight this morning. That was a great buy. Today for the January option, it went up quite a bit, and so we walked away about a 30% gain. So super excited about that one. But let's take a look at SAP. So if we drill down to SAP, this provides us all the details. First off, it gives us the recommendation date. These things are flagged. If I liked it, I click like and it says I like it. It gets saved to a list for you. If you like it, it means that you keep that recommendation forever until you unlike it. And so in some ways you can start to simulate what the outcome of it is, because with this new platform, we update now the recommendations within near real time. And so as it goes throughout the day, the price changes. This could be either become stay active, meaning it's a great recommendation and you should take a look at it, or it'll change status to inactive, meaning it's no longer a good recommendation because it's reached some threshold where it becomes not viable for our subscribers to buy. Or it'll hit sell. And so if it hits sell, it means it's done, that recommendation is closed, and you shouldn't trade off it. The other is the dollar symbol. So this allows our auto traders to see which recommendations were submitted to be traded against. And so you can say, all right, this one was traded. It didn't quite meet my profile, so it shouldn't have been bought, and I'll double check, or it did, and now I can track it within near real time through this application. The other thing is that it provides all the buy details you're going to need. Stock, let's see, equity type, call, put, or stock, or unusual option activity, expiration, strike price, so on and so forth. So it just gives you a good detail about how to buy right off the bat. And then it answers questions about who the company is, what's their forecast look like for this quarter, why should I buy it, also who else is interested in this. And so this gives you a count of everybody else that has shown some interest in this. So they liked it, or actually was auto-traded, or they determined that they were going to buy it themselves. It gives you the previous day stock price. So what is the gain of this trade, and when is the expected time to gain? So right now it has average, but going through the beta, well, she'll add in worst case. And so you see all right, if it gets past, let's say 50 days, then I should really worry about this trade that it's not going to make it and I should look at doing an exit. Or it hit in 25 days and everything's great. The other is that as for each recommendation, we provide you details on how to buy it. So learnings behind this, and for new subscribers, this is great for getting acclimated to how to do the trade on your platform of choice using the prep2grow recommendation and just our stylistic differences when it comes to trading. And this really lays out everything for you here. So really it's a fully contained recommendation with everything hopefully you'll need to buy or sell this recommendation. So if I go back, I see the list. I can also see a quick view. So just a list of all 5 that have recommended me for today. But let's say I bought one and I'm interested in looking at unusual option activity in the market. So I can do that by adjusting my filters. I'm just going to go full range on everything just to see what's there from an unusual option activity standpoint. From a filter perspective, you can filter on a whole bunch of things. So the type of recommendation, what's the price change, what's the cost of the stock or contract, how many days to gain, what's the success rate over the last 12 months, looking back at historical or current recommendations, and then what is the volume to open interest ratio. So this is one we use for unusual option activity. So anything over a 1 or really 1.2 is really where you start to see unusual option activity, meaning that there's more people buying it than there is open interest. You could also fine grain it or tweak it a little bit more if you want to by entering a range of option volumes or open interest or stock volume. Other things that you can filter off of is the market capitalization, maybe like small caps, so you could go low. Also quarterly revenue, you could look at how much revenue they're expected to make, what's their earnings per share, what's their price to earnings, and how close are they to their next earnings date. So anything within 3 weeks, you could say I want to see, or anything not, I want to say no. So you can start to play some earnings if you want to. Also, I'm going to show all, so I just don't want anything that fits the prep2grow strategy. And I'm going to look at everything that I have access to, inactive, sell, active, and talked a little bit about that before. So if I hit apply on my filters, I'll see 11 recommendations that match unusual option activity for the day. And again, we sift through the thousands of option contracts to find the ones that have the best likelihood of actually being unusual option activity and something that's worth potentially trading off of. So if I look at all the lists, there's a whole bunch of extreme risk meetings that has a low chance of success, but Intel has a high chance of success. So let me take a look at Intel. And then I start to see that it has a decent volume to open interest, 1.3 for the July 16th contract. So that's okay. I'm going to see if there's something better than that. Just go back to this view. And then when I'm here, I'm going to look at, let's say, Qualcomm for the December 31st, so the first one. So if I look at this, it's really close. It's about 3 weeks away, and it has a big option volume to open interest ratio, so 11.6. So somebody bought 1,000 shares of this for the December. So this actually would have good momentum. It's a put, and while it doesn't meet the strategy for prep2grow, and we have not had great success picking Qualcomm as a put, it is predicted to go down. It's predicted to go down by 13% or $19, so it does match the momentum play that somebody's doing with Qualcomm. So this may be a good momentum, unusual option activity play for you, and that's why you've liked it. And now I'm going to buy it, or flat signal that I'm going to buy it. So now that it's signaled to buy, I'm going to start to get all the updates on this recommendation going forward. So up until the time it changes price, up until the time it sells or becomes inactive as it starts to go and nearing what we expect as a targeted gain. So in a nutshell, for everybody that's coming to beta next week, this is roughly what you're going to see. We are going to continue to make improvements over the next 2 or 3 weeks, especially around the momentum and unusual option activity. We're going to add in things like more fine-grained momentum or unusual option activity identifiers, like, it's different from the last 7 days of volume or trading volume or from a month or whatever. So I'll start to get more fine grain around how we actually go and surface up momentum or unusual option activity. But for the most part, this is what folks will start to see in their beta. Again, thank you for everybody that signed up for the beta. We will have a more extensive tutorial as part of the beta, so folks get updated on how to use it more effectively. Also, we'll have our chat bot available, so if you have any questions on it, you can just open this up and try to find the answer, or shoot us an email from the chat bot, and hopefully we can address any questions. We'll also have webinars going throughout the week of the beta, just to make sure there's no questions, or we can help anybody in any way. So this is the new prep2grow application. So we're super excited for it and hope you are too, and look forward to the feedback. Thanks so much.